Let's dive into the impact on liquidity because it's all going to be centered around Japan. Today we'll dive in deep. I think you're gonna like it. We'll have a special guest on. I do want to thank our sponsor, and that is Tangem. This is where you can get into self-custody, and if you're brand new to crypto, this is one of the things that should be on your checklist. So just go over and visit tangem.com. You can use our link. It's going to give you a little bit of a discount. These are like credit cards. They work in conjunction with your phone, and it has full access to just about every token you can imagine out there, and it's very easy to set up. I think once you try this for the first time, you're going to understand why self-custody has been such a big deal. So check it out. Use our link down below. All right, I want to do a recap clip here before I bring on Sota Watanabe, who is coming in from Sony. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about where and what is happening in Japan that could cause and have some pretty big impacts on the crypto community. Take a look at this clip.
Her bold and wise decision to call an election paid off big time. Secured a 2/3 supermajority of the parliament's lower house. The first time a Japanese political party has done this since World War II. Japanese stocks surged Monday to an all-time peak. The two leaders are due to meet at the White House in March.
On the 19th of March, that should be the next major catalyst for the Japanese equities market.
The scale, the historic scale of this victory, it felt a bit like the small earthquakes that are more common here, the ground kind of shifting under one's feet.
She seems extremely cool.
She's generally very cool.
I would like to conclude my speech by borrowing a famous line from Attack on Titan.
Just shut your mouth and invest everything in me.
Japan is back. Invest in Japan.
It is focused on investment, trillions of dollars worth.
55% of the assets sits in cash historically.
That must be a lot of cash.
It is.
A figure far higher than the US or Europe, and the percentage of assets in equity markets had crept up to 14%. Apollo CEO Mark Rowan sees his company as providing a much-needed third way to finance the capital investment Japan needs.
Whether it's Sony or SMBC or others, we are in the buyout business here. This is one of the best buyout businesses here. You've met with some of our portfolio companies or companies we've had an investment in here. The capital coming off the sidelines from households is looking for better rates of return now that they are facing 3% inflation, where people want safe yield.
I think Japanese companies are quite receptive to those new ideas.
All right, so there you have it. I mean, this is a good recap on where the Japan market is going, and especially after this most recent election, because it does change the format, I think, especially on DeFi. So I wanted to bring in Sota Watanabe, who is coming in from Soneium. How are you, Sota?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me today. My name is Sota Watanabe, CEO of Startale Group. And the Startale Group has been working with a big company in Japan, such as Sony and SBI. And we are making Soneium, which is a Ethereum layer 2 together with Sony, and a Stream, which is the layer 1 blockchain for tokenized assets, and the other RWA with SBI, which is the largest online stock broker in Japan.
They mentioned there in that clip the circular difference, or I should say the circular rotation of the Japanese yen. Now that we've seen the yen falling a bit, this of course suggests that we could see risk assets starting to be a rotational component right here. When you look at repricing risk right now, Sota, do you think that this is going to be maybe the beginning of something very big for the Japanese market going forward into digital assets?
Yeah, I believe so. Japan is coming back. President Nanae Takaichi became a minister of the Japanese government. She's strongly pushing crypto and on-chain revolutions.
Right.
And today, what we are missing now is the JPY stablecoin, because JPY stablecoin is a critical toolings to bring the Japanese economy on-chain.
You know, when you look at the integration of that, and also I think, you know, the clip there, they were talking about the appetite for the market there, because this is something that is quite a bit different between the United States. Investors here are still, this is early stage for them in terms of digital assets. But with the Japanese market, it's much more mature. Would you say that this could, in terms of uptake into risk assets, digital assets in general, this would happen much faster, maybe in the next 12 months for that market?
So right now, cryptocurrency is categorized as the volatile asset in Japan, but government is trying to regulate crypto under the existing financial law. And once it is regulated as financial assets, the tax will be deducted from 55% to 20%. So I'm sure that a lot of the retail people, even a bank and the big institutions, are entering the on-chain.
Yeah, I'm looking at a tweet by you. This is in reference to security tokens. This is talking about the JPY stablecoin, which are building the SBI and chain platform itself. But interesting here is that you've got a statement on, or I should say Bank XRP had this statement on here that bank holders would receive XRP rewards. Can you explain that, how that's going to work?
Yeah, so SBI is the largest internet stock brokers in Japan, and they are pretty much working on on-chain revolutions of, bringing every financial service on-chain. So one of the big things is the tokenized stock and chain. So we are making a stream, which is the layer 1 blockchain for tokenized stock and other RWA together with SBI. And one thing we would like to do is a tokenized stock. And once we tokenize the stock, the issue right now is the lack of the voting rights and lack of the dividends, because framework and regulation is not ready. But once we can implement regulatory compliant stock token on chain, it's quite a massive opportunity for JPY stablecoin to be paid on chain as a dividend.
Interesting. With that being the case, explain first of all, I want to kind of learn a little bit more about Stream. Right here, I'm on the website, engineer for tokenized capital markets, trade spot, perps, etc.
And right now, if you see the on-chain market, a lot of the things are dominated by the US market, such as USD. And as a result, on-chain economy is still a little bit volatile and fragile. By bringing Japan on-chain, including the JPY stablecoin, the Japanese stock, and others, we would like to make on-chain economy more tangible. And Stream is the layer 1 blockchain designed for tokenized stock and tokenized gold, tokenized RWA. And the SBI is the largest financial institution in Japan for Web3 and crypto. And they are recognized as the largest internet online brokers, stock brokers. So they are in a good position to tokenize stocks, Japanese stock.
But the key here is you're right. I mean, this is in terms of the scope of the size of SBI in general. But I'm kind of curious, when you look at the JPY stablecoin and you look at whether it's USDC or even Tether, why would the Japanese market choose that stablecoin over, say, a traditional stablecoin that we've seen that has a much bigger market value right now?
When it comes to a Japanese stablecoin, there are two types of the stablecoin. The one is the stablecoin under the payment license, and the other is the stablecoin under the trust bank license. The first one has been already issued, but the issue of the first one is a limitation for up to 6K transaction per time. So we, Startale and SBI, are going to issue a first bank-backed stablecoin under the second license, trust bank license. So there is no limitation. And JPY has a huge demand when it comes to asset management. For example, a lot of the big bank in the US has JPY on their balance sheet. And we would like to use JPY stablecoin for on-chain asset management globally.
How much capital do you think is ready to deploy right now? What do you think?
Yeah, that's a very difficult question. Our target at the end of the year is likely a couple of $100 million USD worth Japanese yen. But in coming years, we would like to issue, billions, even, 10 billions or even more.
Billions, even more. All right. So that's a big deal, because I think this is something that as we see, especially by end of year, that would be a very fast uptake in general. Wow, that's a bit surprising. What about the drive? I mean, you have to kind of look at that. A couple other points I want to get on, because I know there's a lot happening here. One, of course, was this right here. This is showing the Sonify chain. And you'll notice right there, the JP stocks, the Japanese stocks, not available yet, but coming soon. Like coming soon, how soon do you think?
The first one is a derivative, which is easy to understand. And second one is the custody, one-on-one. The one, custody and issue stocks on-chain. And the third one is the direct on-chain issuance of the stock. The first one is easy. We can do it even today. And second one and third one, difficult, because regulation is not mature yet. So we would like to talk with the regulators. We are actually talking with the regulators. And we would like to introduce the custody type and direct on-chain issuance of the JP Japan stock in coming years, likely a year or two.
I like that. All right, let's go into a little bit of a different spin here because I'm looking at one of the tweets over here by Startale. Right now, you got a 9% APY on Startale in the app. Now you look at that, and you also look at a tweet you put out right here, and this is a reference to the on-chain mobility platform that we've covered this pretty heavily on the show here. The idea is that automakers would be involved in this, and that we would see Soneium's blockchain possibly used for maybe yield earning, etc. Do you think there would be a drive to earn model that would eventually make its way into some of these platforms?
Yeah, this is something Sony is exploring right now. So we have two major partners. First one is SBI. We are making Stream, which is the finance layer 1 blockchain. And the second one is the Sony. We are making Soneium, which is the Ethereum layer 2, which is live already. Ethereum layer 2. We would like to bring entertainment on chain. Sony has distribution.
Yeah.
Which is something we miss today.
Exactly.
A lot of the crypto people are using crypto today, but for the mass adoption, we needed to onboard people who has never used the blockchain, and the distribution channel matters to make it happen.
Well, I think that's the key right now. Distribution is huge. Most of the time it's gone through traditional veins if you look at whether it's exchanges, but I think to the point you're getting at is this opens up many platforms that could basically be the onboarding, solution for getting distribution. So whoever figures that out, whatever platform it is, whether it's automotive or mobility or we see it in social, it's definitely going to be a pretty significant leap forward. But speaking of that, I want to get into gaming a little bit. I've got a clip of Yatsu. He's Animoca Brands. He's been on our show many times, Yatsu has. And we've talked to him a little bit about Sega before and a concept that he has or an idea on. I want to play this clip for you and then get your opinion. Take a look.
Sometime in 2026,
right.
Is that correct?
Could be, yeah, yes. We're trying to be wild. It's higher risk, but potentially higher return. This is going to be my greatest achievement in my career.
What blockchain would Sega use?
One of the things that has been interesting on the experience with Sony is that they've discovered essentially that you don't have censorship resistance, which is the benefit of blockchain, but perhaps the struggle for IP protection, especially in Japan, more so than other countries. But the Soneium sort of launch has revealed some interesting flaws. The right approach for them would probably to think about it as a platform as an L1, but it would operate as an L1 because they need more control over it.
He doesn't think Sega would go this route. What say you?
We have been working with Sony to launch a layer 2 blockchain called Soneium, and Yats mentioned Soneium over there. And there was the IP infringement when we launched the chain. There are a bunch of the PlayStation token, Spider-Man token, and others, IP infringement. So the controllability versus decentralization is the tough question. But we protected the IP at the RPC level, front end, not the back end. So the key points is the company like Sony or Sega can choose which layer they're gonna protect IP. Is that the blockchain level? Is that the RPC level? Is that maybe application level? And so on. So I still believe the Ethereum layer 2 is the right choice for Soneium.
All right, well, there you go. I'm looking at the Startale's post here. It says Bill Fast launched globally with Startale. How many apps on the Soneium app right now? What's it look like?
There are a bunch of the application already, more than 100 or 200. But through the Startale app, we are going to provide 14 mini apps focusing on entertainment because this is built on Soneium. But once Startale launched the Stream together with SBI, we're going to provide an interface both for Soneium and Stream and other blockchain. So people don't recognize which blockchain to use, but they're using a blockchain application without understanding blockchain.
Interesting. You said 100 to 200, but you're launching 14 entertainment apps. Those are going to be native?
Yeah, native.
Okay. All right. When is the app launch? I mean, what does it look like right now?
End of the March. Yeah, targeting end of the March.
Okay.
Yeah.
End of March.
So,
I like it. Okay.
Yeah, soon.
Huge. There it is. You guys can join the wait list right there. Get on the spot. You can get into that.
Oh, thank you.
Sota, I want to do a lightning round. This is kind of our rapid questions that we always throw at founders and people that have a bit more understanding of where the market's heading. And with everything that's going on right now, I wanted to lead off with this one. In terms of the crypto catalyst, what's bigger right now? Do you think it's clarity passing here in the United States or more on the side of global interest rates and liquidity?
I think Clarity passing.
Clarity passing. Okay, you and I are on the same page there. I am in agreement with that. All right, let's go to the next one. And the next one is the Japanese retail market will adopt stablecoins faster than US investors.
No, because JPY Stablecoin is not for the payments, but for global asset management. So I think US bank actually adapt the JPY Stablecoin faster than Japanese people.
You think it's going to be more on the institutional side?
Asset management side.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm with you there. Japanese institutions care more about Ethereum versus Bitcoin.
Yes. Yeah.
We're on the same page here. I got to get something that's different than you. Sony launches. Here we go. Sony launches Sony token. What do you think?
This is difficult to answer for me at this moment. So in the middle.
I'll put you in the middle. I'm going to go full bore. I think they will. It's a natural. It's a natural. I mean, come on. You're talking about the PlayStation. Sony PlayStation integrates Soneium chain for gaming.
It's also in the middle because I cannot say yes or no.
You can't say yes or no.
Yeah.
All right.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
I'll stay tuned on yes. Sony launches a Demon Hunter collectible. What do you think on Soneium? This would be a good launch right here, guys. Come on.
Yeah. I think technically doable. Yeah.
Doable. Yeah.
Almost yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that. Let's go into some more. These get a little bit stickier here. Soneium leaves optimism. Like Coinbase.
That's
it launches on
like base. That's a very political question, but at this moment, no.
Okay, you're gonna say no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the middle. I'm not sure if you will or not. There's some intriguing things happening in the market that I have to pay attention to, and of course that was a big move that Coinbase, of course, moving base off to optimism. Sony versus Nintendo. Here we go. Who do you like?
Sony. I like PlayStation very much.
Listen, Soto, I like you, but Nintendo. I'm all the way Nintendo. So I have to go. Gotta go with my string star. Anyway, hey, listen, this has been fun. We'll definitely get you back in on the show here as things start to heat up there in Japan, especially around the JPY stablecoin launch. I think this will be interesting. The liquidity also could be a huge global story coming in to what's happening in the Japanese markets, especially around the yen and the shift into assets. So we definitely want to have you back on. Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me today.
If you like this video, hit like and subscribe, drop a comment down below, and also join our free private member group. The link is in the description.